Yes, people, welcome to our Sneaker of the Month video where we run down the best sneakers that have dropped after the past 4 weeks and we choose which is the best one. I'm Chris from KLEKT and this is the Team KLEKT members right here.
My name's George. I'm the content writer for KLEKT. I look after the blog, so all your new releases and that, shout me.
I am Jake. I am the content creator / graphic designer of this beautiful company, and yeah, I'm ready to get down with this.
What's up, guys? I go by the name of Linear KL Sneaks, and I am influencer marketing over at KLEKT.
So we are going to be running through our favorite sneakers from the past 4 weeks, the past month, the month of January. I'm going to kick off, and we have 1 minute to let these 3 people know why this is the sneaker of the month. And there is 1 minute on the clock. Shout out to my phone, looks like a lightsaber. 3, 2, 1. So for me, the Nike Dunk Vast Grey is the shoe of the month, bar none, because it is a high top iteration of the Dunk. I never used to be able to pull off high tops, but guess what? I'm absolutely loving them right now. Pair of baggy trousers, and this shoe is the ultimate summer popper as well. You can wear them with a baggy trouser, you can wear them with a pair of shorts, and when they age beautifully. If you can't tell, this shoe for me is the perfect GR sneaker. White and grey, classic silhouette, and just an unbelievable all-round everyday crepe. Better than your 3 sneakers, and I would like you to tell me why you are not feeling it. That was only 25 seconds, but who cares? Jules, are you a fan of this shoe?
I am a fan of this shoe. I think for me, Dunks are always better when there's less going on. So I like the basic plain colorways, simple yet effective. You don't really have to do much of them. They're easy to wear, versatile. You don't really have to worry about anything. Like compared to a Michigan, you got to have a whole outfit plan. Whereas a Vast Grey, you can throw a pair of tracksuit bottoms on, a pair of cargos, and you're good to go.
Love that. Jacob, are you a fan, or did you not cop?
I didn't cop. Not that I copped anything in Jan. One of those ones, isn't it? But Dunk High Vast, visually nice. But is it anything compared to the Jordan 185s coming up? No. So, Chris, see you, son. That's that, mate. That's that.
Color palette, isn't it? You've got a good point. But you know what? That is only 23,000 pairs. This is readily available. You can buy it on KLEKT now for €147, I believe. It's an absolute steal. Linear, are you a fan of this shoe?
Most definitely. I wasn't able to cop. However, I will be getting my delayed W very soon. I do love the whole aesthetic, as George said. The simpler, the better they look. And I love the kind of touch of color plays that they've done. I love simple things. I do love colorful shoes, but one thing I love about Nike as a brand is they can jump between hurdles of simplicity and then, full of color palettes. So, me on the simple side, I have to agree with George. I love the colors and I love how I can go with pretty much anything. And I'm a Nike girl at the end of the day, so
we couldn't tell from the backdrop that you was a Nike girl. You didn't give it away at all. So my shoe of the month was a Nike Dunk High Vast Grey. Next up, we have George with his Patta New Balance. George, you have 1 minute on the clock. Tell me why it's your sneaker of the month.
Right, so for me, Patta New Balance 991 is the best shoe of this month purely because of the materials used, the clever color combination. It's very soft, very tonal, ideal for spring. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. And just Patta and New Balance together again, it's just always going to be a good thing. New Balance had a huge 2020, which I think took people by surprise. And I think this momentum that they've carried on through to 2021 is going to be a big part of it. This shoe is just unreal for me. The subtle branding, the P on the tongue, the Patta embroidered on the heel. There's just not much you can go wrong with this shoe.
That was 30 seconds, but you absolutely smashed it, my G. So, as you know, I also took an L on this Patta of New Balance, and I am a big fan of New Balances. Unfortunately, the plug could not come through this time. Absolute banger of a sneaker. New Balance, as you said, in 2020 had such a resurgence, and they were the brand of 2020 in both of our opinions, and I'm pretty sure most of the sneaker communities. But I'm still going for the Vast Grey because personally, I could just wear it with more than that colour palette. Jake, what's your thoughts, my G?
I'll be honest with you, when I saw George pick this one, I couldn't complain, but the only reason why I wouldn't have chosen that is obviously my shoe, which we'll go into later. But that Patta, clean summer shoe, fresh with a pair of shorts, one a feet.
Linny, was you trying to cop or no?
I wasn't trying to cop. I only have 1 pair of New Balance. I'm very picky with them. However, I'm not surprised. George is one of those guys who likes to wear super plain, and in the bottom, the kit game, it does the talking, right? That's one thing with George, and he's been a heavy hitter on the New Balance. He's actually brought me in on a lot of the collabs that I even missed out on prior to, you know, my newfound likeness to New Balance. But one thing I respect about New Balance is the effort in quality and craftsmanship. That's always been something that I highly respect from New Balance. So yeah, great experience that was.
I'll let you guys in on a little
Shout
secret.
out to
During
New
my
Balance.
interview for Collect, George was part of my interview process. I wore the JJJ Down New Balance, and my goodness, I've never seen someone look so salty in their life. I knew instantly that I was at the right company for me.
Bro, it's that shoe contact before eye contact. I see him, I was like,
Facts.
oh,
He gets it.
guy.
He gets it.
This guy.
It's facts though. Shoe
Cool. So
contact
George
or
has
anything.
gone for the Patta New Balance. Let us know if this was your sneaker of the month down in the comments below. But next up, Jake, hit us with your sneaker of the month.
If you're ready for this, you obviously know it's the shoe of the month. It goes without saying, it is the Nike SB Dunk Street Hawker. Now, I have written quite a bit down here, but I'm just going to rattle off a few points and then summarize it at the end. So if the 1 minute's rolling, let's get it going. First things first, visually, have you ever seen something so unique? I don't think I have. I mean, it is ridiculous. The materials, the colors, just everything all in one, even down to the packaging, like the box itself. I think there's 6 different boxes for the special packaging, which when have you ever heard about that? That's just nuts. I mean, if you keep going into that, I mean, the one thing that I think is quite interesting with this is it's not actually a collab. So Nike SB, obviously, I think they're probably the best brand when it comes to collabs, but the fact this isn't a collab and they put that much detail into it to make it almost on the same scale as one, I think that's just incredible. And obviously the main reason for this shoe, why it is shoe of the month for me, is the story. I mean, obviously, if you didn't know, if you haven't read George's beautiful blog, or if you haven't seen anything on the internet these days about them, they are based off 6 regional dishes in China, 6 hawker / street vendor sort of foods for the in China. I mean, and it's all blended into one shoe. Should we say 2, because it is 2 different, obviously 2 different pair of kicks. But my oh my, if I had a pair here now, would I wear them? No. But are they my shoe of the month? Yeah. That's that.
Well, you went over
I
your
couldn't
pitch
agree
there,
more.
Jacob.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Such a roll. I just let you keep going with it, Major. You enjoyed it. You smashed
That's-
it. And the audience
that was a
knows
verbal.
everything they need to know about the street hawker. For me, it is ugly AF. But
Oh,
I also love it. It's one of them. So I remember when the What the Fire Gel Light 3 come out by Ronnie Fire, 2 separate shoes. I tried to copy it and I was just like, why am I buying a pair of shoes that doesn't match? But I'm also a sucker for just liking staring at stuff on my shelves. And that shoe would go
Exactly.
onto my shelf without doubt. And as you said, the quality on the SBs, the fact that it isn't a collab and looks like a collab, you can only commend Nike for it. George, you a fan, or you also the same as me?
I love the story behind it. I think it's very, very well done for the different materials, for different parts. So like the wood grain and the leather and the swoosh for like chopsticks. The difference between like on the right shoe you have like the shaved ice that they have in Taipei, etc. I'm all for that, but you can't wear it. So for me alone, that's why it's not shoe of the month. If you could tell me an outfit that you could rock this street hawker with now, I'll give you £10.
Right, you ready? You ready?
go for it.
Yeah.
Do
You
it,
ready?
Jacob. Do it.
Right.
Do it.
It's on the beach. It's July. Yeah, I'm on holiday. Okay.
Bro,
White
it's
pair of
lockdown, you're
shorts.
not going nowhere.
Yep. White pair of shorts. Orange t-shirt. Done.
I feel like you're a fan of orange, Jake, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm all behind me.
I
so,
don't-
you know,
I don't know why either, to be perfectly honest with you. But no, I mean, look, I'm completely with George. It's such a tough shoe to match with anything. It's not your everyday. It's not your everyday beaters. It's not one of those. But just as an actual piece of sort of art, in quotations, since it is kind of one of those. I mean, we've not had anything like that this month. There's nothing to compare. So
No,
it's
I'm
definitely
all
up
for
there.
it. The story on it's crazy, and the fact that they did it with, I think it's Jason Deng, the artist. The fact that they did it with him is sick. Just the commitment to go into that much detail, like you said, I think that's amazing. But like you said, it's one of those shoes when you pull it out, people who know are going to be like, jeez, but people who don't are going to be like, that guy's got 2 odd shoes on. And I think that's where it comes down to. You couldn't wear it in the street and everyone would be like, oh, all right, cool. I think that's where it comes down to.
Yeah, it's true.
last but not least, Linny, I know you took an L. I know you wanted a pair. So
I definitely wanted a pair. You know, there's one thing with me and certain drops is when there's such a lovely heavy story behind that shoe, it brings me further. I'm very drawn into it, and I love it when there's a certain piece of shoe that is touched on community. It's touched on how that person's grown up. Their upcoming, their lifestyle, and to put it in a shoe, it's so amazing that this is what sneakers can do. You can put a story on a shoe, you know. And would I wear it every day? Definitely not. Would I put it up as a piece? 110%. Again, it's a shoe I admire from right now from afar, because I ain't got it yet. But once I do grab a hold of it, it will be at the back over here, looking beautiful and shining its bright colors.
Wonderful.
Looks like all three of you love it then.
Hey, I love that.
Love
Man.
it.
Nice.
I'd say it's a nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just well done. It's a very well done, well thought out shoe. But you can't wear it.
Definitely.
So that was the Nike SB Street Hawker. Let me know if that is your sneaker of the month in the comments below. But finally, last but not least, L Sneaks. Tell me, what is your sneaker of the month?
Thank you, sir. Well, if you must know, right off my feet, it is the Nike Dunk Low in the black and white. Okay, well, why did I pick this shoe? Because it's the only shoe I picked up this month. No, but for real, I'm trying to get all the dunks that, you know, I once missed out when I was a young kid, when I was unable to afford these things. So picking up kind of, you know, old school kind of aesthetic looks or vibes when it comes to, you know, just simple colorways. I'm trying to get them all. And I know dunks have been on a crazy rise these past few years. And I'm trying to keep up. And me, just the simplicity of black and white, you can't go wrong with black and white. That's it.
Smash.
You know what I mean? What else can you put it down to?
Absolutely
You know, the
smashed.
more I wear them, the beautiful they're going to look.
40 seconds there, Linny. Absolutely smashed
Oh,
it. I have to agree.
Look at that.
I love a monochrome sneaker. All I ever wear is black, you know, slimming, chubby lad. Really nice and slim. So the black and white sneaker aesthetic, unbelievable things, Jeff, for me. And I didn't actually pick up any of the dunks. I will get the Vars grey that I keep talking about. And I still feel that that is the best pair from the pack. But the black white is definitely up there. George, are you a fan, mate?
I am. I actually know for a fact that Lily copped 2 of these, and I took an L on every
did.
detail site trying to get them. And yeah, I loved it. I think it's a very nice shoe. Like I said earlier about the Vars Greys, I'm all about simple colorways. So the black and white, you can wear it with anything. And for me, this is probably the best sort of pack of dunks that they've released in a while, where every single pair you could probably wear. It's not like one of these like mad ones, you know, like the Michigans, etc. They're like I said earlier, they're a bit tough, but these, all of them, I think they're very well done.
I have to agree, mate. Jake, do you, or you're not a fan?
Yeah, no, I'm down as well. It's almost like an opposite approach to the Street Hawkers, to be honest, because it's obviously the story is somewhat there because it's based on the university and stuff like that. But just as an approach of a visually really clean, minimal shoe, every day you've got that side of it, which I completely respect. It's a lovely shoe, and like Linny says, I mean, I'm a little bit younger than you guys, but I still remember sort of dunks when I was a bit younger. Everyone's sort of popping it about, wearing them, and it does give you that sort of nostalgic vibes, I guess. So yeah,
Absolutely.
you got to respect it. You got to respect it.
So they were our 4 sneakers of the month. We had the Vars Grey, we had the Patta X New Balance, we also had the Street Hawker Nike Dunk, and then last but not least, the black white Nike Dunk as well. But we was going to deliberate whose is the shoe of the month. But it will be down to you guys on our Instagram channel. So check out our stories over the coming days. You can vote for your sneaker of the month. And we'll give a shout out to the person with the best comments across our Instagram on our latest videos. Thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you very soon for another sneaker of the month. George, say bye.
See you later.
Jacob.
Bye.
And Linny.
See you later.
Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you very soon. See ya.